welcome to another Mr. Lego Brick live stream. Now I'm just going to check my sound is okay, so if you can't hear me, don't worry. I say that, you can't. Sounds good. Probably not a good idea to have it right next to my mic though. Anyway, the mic's there, so if you can't hear me at any point in the stream, let me know, because I've put a different mic in today. I've just angled it up just slightly. I'm just realising it's pointing downwards. Hopefully it will capture everything I'm saying, but if it's not, just message me. The message is there. If you want to chat, message me. I'll have it on the latest messages so I can actually see. But yeah, today what are we doing? We are building this lovely set here. Just going to check you can see. It's been a while since I've live streamed. We're building this lovely set in stop motion. Now this is a slightly older set. It discontinued end of last year. It is the Aston Martin DB5. Now I did pick this up about 2 years. Sorry, I've got hiccups. I did pick this up about 2 years ago, intending to build it, and I built a massive castle instead, and then I built a massive medieval village, and I built a massive X-wing, and I did all those things. So I never got round to this tiny little set. And I haven't actually been building much in the last few months, but there's a few things coming up on the channel. Now I have built Captain Rex's Y-Wing, which I don't think I've released. I've also built a Tri-Fighter Spider Droid thing, can't remember what it's called, which I also haven't released. And I've built one of the old Heroica sets, which I haven't edited. I've put it together. It was really good build, and I haven't got round to it. If you can't tell, I've been slacking to say the least. No, I am getting back on it, but the last few months I've just been busy with other things, and I haven't posted as much. I did the D&D figures because I wanted to do those, and I will get back to all of this very soon. Anyway, let's get on with this lovely build. Now I was just checking up the stats for it. So, like I said, it was released August 22 to December 23, 298 parts, one minifigure, that being James Bond. Interestingly, it is an Aston Martin, obviously DB5, and the set number is 76911. I'm not sure if that's a coincidence, but obviously a 911 is a completely different car, and that number would have been a good number for a Porsche. Whether that's a taking the mic or whether that's just coincidence, I'm not sure. Anyway, let's do a stop motion box opening on this. So I'm just going to close down my web browser because this lovely program has the joy of always wanting to crash. Oh, I'm going to create a new session actually, because I don't want to use my Heroica session, which I took 2,000 pictures for over several days, and I played a whole game of it. That will be coming. Whoa, I've got caps lock on. So I use a program, Speed Champions, was it 7, 6, 9, 11. That should be fine. So I'm just setting everything up. I normally would do this before, but it's been a while. There we go. So I'll tell you what, I'll see. Can you see it? Here we go. You can't really see very well. This is the interface of what I use. I'm just going to take a test photo. Oh, we're not supporting the correct format. And white balance needs to be our manual one. Oh, that changes everything. There you go, yellow hue to that. I've also just realised something that needs changing. seconds. I'm just having a look, sorry. It's quite a yellowy box. No, that's okay. No, the greys were completely off actually in that box picture. Right. Apologies. I was trying to work out what I'm doing setup wise. Right. I'm gonna. Oh, I don't know why that's looking so weird on there. Oh well. We're gonna build from this view anyway. So we've got the lovely GoPro view here, wherever it is. Now on a new stick. This obviously is me. And this top one up there is the camera, which is here. It's a 55mm Nikon, I can't remember, macro lens, which is very, very, very zoomed, basically. It's the only way I can probably explain it. And we are just going to get on and take some photos, and I'm going to see what's going on this screen, see what's going on that screen, probably look at this screen, that's a bit far away. Right, just going to open the box. So the box is going to move across. Now, because it's stop motion, if you haven't clicked already, what I'm doing is taking several hundred pictures. Just to open the box, no. Several hundred pictures as I build this thing. The purpose being, when I put this all together as a little video, if I ever do it, because, you know, I haven't actually been doing that recently. Right, we might just dull some of this down a bit. It's very, very bright currently. Yeah. So what I'm actually going to do is a bit of wizardry. You're going to have the famous Right, so all I did there is basically create my own kind of transition, just using my hand. Just so that everything works. Right, I've got bag 2 there, I've got bag 1 here. Gonna shove the parts over here and away in my phone because that's how I'm rolling today, clearly. Didn't think this through. I used to always have a little tray. Been a while. I'm going to say that a few times today, I reckon. I've only got my... Just trying to think of the way. Right, so first up, always check your bags, make sure they're empty, because people always moan there's missing parts, and you know where they are, they're sat in the bag still. Right, I haven't done any prior looking at the manual on this set, which is a very bad thing, because I normally do. And when I look at manuals, I always look to see, obviously, what I need to be doing. But I haven't built or streamed in such a while that it's feeling like I should just get on with anything today, and I thought, being a 300 piece set, or I didn't know how many pieces it was, I thought being a small set, it makes some sense. So, we have lots and lots of stickers. Lots of stickers. Wow. Cool thing, I'm hoping we're going to get the flipping number plate looking at that. And that isn't me being a thing. And there we go again, we've got the manual. Looking good. I do not like these manuals that they switch to. So we build the first part of the car today. And Mr. Bond himself, he hasn't got a gun. Ugh. He has a spanner. Ugh. How rude. How very rude. Okay, just going to see what each bag does, because it said one bag does one thing, one bag does another. Don't know if you can see that. Yes, you can. So first bag is going to be building the interior of the car by the looks of it, and the second bag just builds the engine and the exterior and puts the wheels on. So I'm just going to have a quick look through, see how raised up the car ends up. Yeah, and this is exactly what I was thinking. So step. Oh, hang on. So let's just try it, because I'm not 100% sure. Oh no, it does, it goes underneath. Okay, so because at this step, I don't know what you can see, at this step here, this piece goes on top. I'm going to build this piece first, and then I'll build the rest of the car around it. Because it's logical. Otherwise, I'm going to struggle. No, I tell you what I've been doing in recent builds, actually, is always having... I'm just going to move the microphone back. Hopefully it's not going to affect the sound too much. So I'm just going to turn on... Okay. My microphone sounds a bit crackly, actually. I should have added some sort of filter to it. Might be the fact it's got a fan running behind it. Right, let's just quickly throw James Bond together. I'll try and do this with the camera up here. He only has one face, and it is the Daniel Craig James Bond, so the latest Bond, obviously. And he has a... oh, I don't know where you can see that in this light. A spanner. Now, I will be building him in my standard animation style. Let's see, top right camera, can we get him on in some sort of light? There we go. We'll also use him to actually gauge where the build is. It looks like it's going to be there mostly. So what I might do is just bring my camera forward. drop it down. Yeah, that's good. Right. So everything's going to be built there where I just had it. But we're going to start with one of these, and I'm just going to place this here just so I can gauge where everything needs to be. I'm going to have it, so I'm going to do it that way actually. There we go. And as always, if you watched any of my videos before, well, I drop blue tack on the floor and lose it into a hell which will appear in several weeks' time when it decides to stick to my foot and stick to the floor at the same time. Let's get another piece. Oh, so annoying when a bit of blue tack just goes missing. Right. 2 bits should be more than enough. So, sorry, I'm not really chatting much properly at the moment. Right, so stop motion. How do we do it? It's very, very simple. That's why you should not have a go at it, because it is so difficult. But seriously, if you want to do a stop motion, it's a great project to do with the kids. It's great to do for yourself. You can make videos. You can make whole movies if you wish. It is simple as pointing and shooting a camera. Ideally, one is held very, very still. If you can't tell, this little camera here, I'm not going to touch it because I don't want it to move. It's held down on a really decent tripod with a nice big weight underneath it. Everything else, my lighting that you can see around, that's all clamped to my shelf unit with big clamps, and they're all held in place and everything's stuck up, so it's out of the way. Mainly so I've got access here, because I used to have the lights at the side and I would constantly bump into them, etc. Not what you want when you're trying to film. So, let's build this. I'm going to do, because I don't want this build to take forever tonight, which, bearing in mind I've already been live for a few minutes and I've only just started the build, it probably is going. If I don't get onto bag 2 tonight, I will build bag 2 probably tomorrow or Monday, and I will start to explain stuff shortly. I'm in my usual I've forgotten how to even do a live stream mode at the moment. But yeah, stop motion, relatively easy to actually do. It is just a case of pointing and shooting the camera, keeping it still, or not in some cases. But you can do it with your phone. You don't have to have an amazing expensive setup. You don't even need a proper camera like I've got. You can, if you can hold your phone still, you can make a stop motion, and it's fun. It's fun to see your own creation come to life. Interestingly, I saw a Lego advert a couple of days ago where they did a stop motion-ish build. It was one of the plants and it looked terrible. I don't know who did that, but I'm sorry, but unless the Lego told you to make it look terrible, that was not very acceptable as an animation. I feel like I'm being a bit too savage, but it's true. Right, 2 more pieces. It was very janky camera movement, very bitty animation, I don't know. Because at first I thought it was computed, but now I was like, no, it can't be. It's like you wouldn't make it look this bad. Anyway, enough about that. Let's talk about this set that we're building today. Like I said, it's about 200 pieces, 300 pieces, just under. So hopefully it won't take us too long. Right, I'm gonna have this piece come in from the edge. Now I can measure these and do like work out what I'm actually doing. So like there, I made sure it moved 2 studs, which can be quite fun. Can give it a nice, if you correctly sort of measure each time, your animation will look smoother. Sometimes I don't go that. I like the sort of speed up, slow down, and messing around style. So like now, I'm gonna just go forward 1 stud, and I'm doing this very, very roughly, as you can tell. Right, so as it comes aligned, this then needs to go up. You know how I went darker earlier? I almost feel like it's too dark now. God, I can't win today. Well, that's interesting. Just gonna see when we do the front end how we do it. Okay, it is going underneath, so... Hey, Killy Goose. Killy Goose, silly goose. How are you doing? Killy Goose, that's an interesting name. How are you doing? Very interesting, my daughter has a book called Silly Goose. I was really confused then. Right. What I'm going to do here is just slightly adjust the focus as this goes down. Because it's right at the front of our... So, because of the type of lens it is, this lens has a very, very narrow focus range. Depth of field, that's the correct technical term. And because of that, I'm going to try and be really pedantic and put these pins at the right angle. Because of that, yeah, if you are chatting away, sorry, I might not see your messages till just a few moments later. Although the camera's there, obviously my focus is very much on this. What was I saying? Can't remember. Let's talk stop motion, because that's what we're here for, really. It's a brown. was I saying? So you may notice I take a photo. I put a brick on top of the studs. So let me show you. I put a brick on top of the studs, or sometimes very, very lightly push it down. This is going to be a very, very lightly push down. Especially with two of them. It's getting out of hand. There we go. It is indeed the Aston Martin. And then I push them down and I take another photo, and that gives a really good, when the stop motion comes through, it gives a really nice impression of the bricks actually going down. Right. Yeah, I've only had this set for, I think I was saying earlier, about 2 years. I've had this Aston waiting to be built. So it is now, the time has come. Right, this is going to move backwards. I'm just going to quick, yeah, that looks good. I haven't actually ever built many of the Speed Champion sets. I've always looked at them and I've always wanted to pick up a few, but I've just never got round to it. I've had so many other interests of Lego days. It takes up all your time and money. Always. Right. Again, let's just get that focus. I'm debating whether to do an angle change here. No, it's looking good. I'll keep at it for a minute. Hi, Tier, if I'm saying that right. How are you doing? Yeah, I will one day. I might do more Speed Champion sets because I do like my cars. Right, so now we've gone back to page 1. Don't know if you can see where's the. I don't think I can probably get the instructions in too well unless I sort of do this, maybe. But then you're not seeing the set as well. I'll try it. So I'll put the instructions here. I'll put my keyboard in there. It might be better for me as well. There we go. You might just get to see what I'm doing. Oh, we've got it in shot. Cannot have it in shot. Okay, so we've gone back to the start of the interior section. Did I take a photo? I don't think I did. There we go. Is that in focus? Certainly is now. Right, 2 of these. How are you all doing tonight, everyone who's watching? Have I got sound is the main thing? Because no one's actually said anything back to me yet. You've all said hi and everything else. Is my microphone working? No one's actually said anything back to me yet. It is. It's a very crackly microphone. I must apologise. I have got another. I might even switch to that. If I have a little break, I'll probably switch it across. We'll see. See how far we get. Right. We're going to the interior of the car here. I think that needs to be better represented. Yeah. What I'm going to do is just quickly reposition the camera. So usually I try and make we hang out on. Sorry, camera's going to shoot up for a minute. And I'm going to shoot down. What I'm going to do is just bring the set in a bit closer. Change the angle up. Make sure my blue tack's good. So sometimes I like the castle, and to an extent the medieval village. I try and have a single angle of the whole set. Now, if I just jump it in, it's going to be a bit weird. I'm going to do this for a minute and then I might change it again. I have to move this manual right on the edge of the. There we go. Key thing is dirt on the set, it's not. It's bloody thing itself. Right, that GoPro is really at a funny angle now, isn't it? Ah well. I'll take my eye out on that thing in a bit as well. Right, I'll just do 2 photos just because it was an angle change. I'm going to drink, that's unfortunate. I was trying to work out then what was going on. Put this back on my lap, it'll be easier. Can you tell I haven't done this for a while? Just feel so disorganised today. Oh god. The car is the opposite to the instructions. I don't think my brain can cope with that level of complexity tonight. Right, just getting this really stuck down well. You might be thinking, why are you sticking your model down with blue tack? And it's a very simple answer. I'm gonna change something. Sorry, I'm really messing today. I'm not very happy with the shade of the. So what I'm doing is just slowly increasing my shutter speed. There we go. So we can see a bit more of the model in the shot because it's a bit not visible. So a couple of pictures of that, and then we're going to put the seats in finally. I'm trying to work out what way around this car is at the moment. I believe that this is going to be sort of the pedal box, but I'm not 100% sure right now. checking back on the instructions it's had. Just checking what I need to do here. There's a lot of black in this car. Can you tell where my daughter ate an orange the other day? That is really annoying. I did not see that at the start. That's really annoyed me. There's also chocolate on my other piece of paper or card that I use. Oh well. Anyway, back to the matter in hand. Building James Bond's car, the Aston Martin DB5. If you've just joined us. Now the reason I'm building this so slowly, if you have just joined or you've jumped forward to this point in the video and you're like, why the hell is he doing like one tiny piece at a time? Why is he putting that microphone piece in, then sliding it down somewhat, and then doing it again? It's because I'm building a stop motion. It's because the aim for the end result for this is to be an animation where you will see the car building itself like magic. Also, so you know, I'm not touching myself every time I put my hand down there. I've just noticed what that looks like on the camera. It is in fact my keyboard, which allows me to take the photos, and I've put the manual in the way. So that is the full explanation of why I keep shoving my hand down. Shit. I don't know if you saw there, but the car moved, which is not what I want. Let's just see how bad that was. Okay, it was terrible. Okay, hopefully that, so I've moved it back as best I could. It's not quite in the same place. I could probably have used some ghosting or something like that to have actually seen where it was going, but unfortunately not. Right, we're going to be placing some bits on here. Let's have a look. It's a 1x4. Just going to go to there. There we go. With a okay, we really need to get an angle change in so I can redo the blue tack. Now this little piece is going to go here. And it's going to push in like this. And for a bit of fun, it's just going to go slightly too far. And ruin everything because the whole set moved. So what I'm doing is just I'm taking a photo, checking the angle of the set against the previous photo currently. And then we've got a sticker to do. I hate stickers. If you've ever watched any of my stuff before, I hate stickers. I especially hate really, really long stickers like this one. Which appear to have decided they're going to have an extra bit of sticky staticness. Look at this. I'm going to put the camera back for you. But it's so static. Oh my god. How am I supposed to get that aligned? Okay. A little bit further in. Well, that went horrible. There we go. My problem is I like it to look perfect. Unless I play with it till it does, and then it doesn't. Right. I think that's at a point where I'm going to say that'll do, pig. And that's going here. Dust and hair, all sorts, loves to get on Lego as you're building it, which really messes up when you're trying to build in a nice stop motion. Right, we're going to assume the next part is doing the same on the other side, I think. Which will definitely call for a set turn. Now, I would normally turn the set around, have that as part of the animation, but I'm being lazy today. This is an old set, it's probably not going to get many views, it's just a bit of fun, just to get me rolling into doing these animations, because it's been a while. I haven't already said that. And what I probably will do that last picture, which I didn't realise had a wonky bit, I'll probably hold that on the framing for just a moment or two. I'm going to put it so it's at an interesting angle. Because this stuff's going to build this way in a minute. Let me do it like that. Is that the same angle it's been at? No. Yeah. I'm also going to get it away from that bit of orange. There we go. That's good. Nice, interesting place to put it. Do you ever find that you build Lego too fast? Try and make a stop motion of yourself building it. So I guarantee you after that, you are not building it fast. Sticker time number 2. Oh, so it's not even in shot. There we go. Let's go for a different technique. Go for the side sticker. not bad at all. I don't know how well that's in shot. We're in reverse world now, so I really need a drink. I need to go get one. Don't want to do that. Right. Bam, bam, bam. I haven't built up any of that bit. When did they build that bit up? Could have fooled me. Right. I need to build some bits up. So let's do it a bit like a 3D print. Just gonna go in little layers. I must apologise as well. I just realised the music. I'm so sorry, but this is the music I had all set up when I was doing the last castle build, the town square, and I haven't replaced it. To be simple, because setting up for these things takes a lot of time, and the one thing I have lacked recently is time. So, apologies, but I just haven't done anything about music. I could have replaced it with some really cool sort of spy music, and I'll like engine revving. Instead, you've just got the same music, which really doesn't fit this theme, but it's probably better than no music, I would like to say. Right, I'm assuming this is the bonnet, or the hood, I'm going to say. Not American. I do work with Americans. But I still don't know all the lingo. I was gonna do an angle change for this bit, but I think I'm okay. hill arches. Woo! So I went to the Lego Discovery Centre last weekend up in Birmingham. Very, very cool. They did have a part where you could build your own car and then test it, which was really quite cool. This must be the back. This is in fact the boot, not the hood, or so it would be the trunk. I'm still, every time I build something in Lego, I'm always amazed. I look and I just think, how did you design that? How? Like, what went through your mind when you were designing that to be that good? Like, who thinks to put something there like that? How? Like, I can make a box in Lego. Good quality. Yeah. Square box. That's about the limit of what I can make. And even when I'm trying to design scenery and stuff, I'm terrible. Really am. Right. What am I doing here? I'm building bumper. What way is this? Okay, I sort of see. So one more photo, and we're gonna do another move because I think that's what I need to do now. Give this set. So what I'm going to do, drop this camera down a bit. Bring this set slightly there. Stay there. Nope, don't like that. It's amazing how quickly you can instantly not like something. Right. The reason I don't like it is because the camera isn't straight. So we need that bit into focus. Right. Why does it take me so long to build Lego? Because I'm doing crud like this. And I'm not following instructions here, if you hadn't already guessed. I am well off the instructions. As long as you build what Lego told you to build, by the end it's fine to deviate. Because I certainly am deviating a little. I'm a bit worried about how much the set might be moving in this video. If I get time at the end, I will throw this into DaVinci Resolve and just give you a quick preview of whether... What time is it now? 10 to 10. Cowboy time. Right. Right, so what I'm doing here, I don't know if you noticed, this piece is loose. And it actually is going to be held by the next couple of pieces which go down. So, out of viewer interest, I'm going to put it upright, and now it's going to drop down just a tad on this blue tack. And then we'll have it drop down properly. There we go. And then this piece will go down, which will probably completely hide it. And then a 1x2 corner, which you can barely see. So we'll go through that one very quickly, and then we'll do the same on the other side. Except to move it a bit quicker this time. And the interesting thing with stop motion is it's a lot lower frame rate than what obviously we're used to seeing. So I produce at generally 12 frames per second. Like I have said earlier in the video, a lot of these bricks, they have a before they're put down and when they're put down, and that gives them movement. Now that's not much movement, 2 frames, but when you see that actually happen, your brain fills in the gaps. It automatically does it, and it does it all stop motion. It's quite cool. Like someone can be walking and you don't see the walk go that. You see that, but you fill in this bit to make the motion with your brain, and that's very, very cool, and something that if you are doing stop motion, you have to take advantage of. I'm keeping an eye on the messages. I can see a few people are watching tonight, which is always nice. Like I said, it has been a while since I've been doing anything proper with this channel. I've just had the busy life thing happening. I've just accidentally done a slight move. Doesn't matter. So once again, how did someone think to like load up these plates, which would then make the car that we're trying to make? Like, is this just a sort of standard build process with Lego cars? Because I don't build many of these, so I don't actually know. Or is this like someone's gone, you know how I could build this? I could just get loads of random sized plates and start shoving them all together, and it's just going to make the perfect shape for this engine and this exhaust and whatever. I don't even know if this is an exhaust that we're building right now. There's 4 pipes coming out, which to me, because I used to have I still do, have a camper van, which at one point had a Monza 4, what was called a Monza 4 tip exhaust. Don't ask why. What is young? And cool. It was actually quite a cool exhaust. It sounded very good, but it was terrible quality. I'm hoping you can hear me. I might switch the mic input in a minute. In fact, I'm going to do that now before I forget, because I found the other mic. It's just tangled. Right. Let's do it. I'm going to hope this works. So, testing. This should now be on the old mic, and if I do this, yeah, that sounds terrible. If I then switch to this one, does it sound better? Test. How much better is that sound quality? I am so sorry that you've had to suffer with this terrible microphone. I think it's actually the wire. I think the microphone's good, but the wire is terrible, clearly. Or something's going on. Anyway. Now you can hear me. I'll keep chatting rubbish. I'm just looking at my pictures, seeing what my best option is here. I think these going in like this. Oh, what did I just do? Probably something I didn't want to do. Okay. A lot of these curves for this model. And let's just do a classic. This must be part of the exhaust system. No, it's too high to be the exhaust, actually, isn't it? Unless we're going to shove a load of pipes on the end of it, which is just supposed to be the engine. DB5, where's it? The engine's in the front of a DB5, isn't it? Hoping they all look pretty straight, whatever they are. What is this? Oh, is this like the smoke? Because it's James Bond's car. Oh, I didn't even click that. So this is, yeah, when he sprays oil or smoke or whatever out at the back, isn't it? That's what this is. So the only way we're going to truly appreciate this is if I do an animation with it. That's what I'm thinking. Now, I was hoping we were going to have a rotating number plate, because I thought I saw multiple number plates, but it probably makes sense that we're not going to, because this is a tiny set. Right, I need non-shiny versions of this. How many photos have we done so far? A question. 265. So that is about 20 seconds worth. So anybody who's wondering how long my hour of animating is doing, I've made 20 seconds video, guys, for the first half of this build. I think it's 10 o'clock at night. I didn't put the number 11 sticker on just there. Make it appear. It can just magically appear. Is it still quiet or is it any better? It does show it going up fairly high. I might add a few decibels to it at some point. I've struggled with mics recently. This one is just a lapel, very small mic, whereas the other one was it's a really good mic, but I think the wire between the computer and the mic isn't very good. But my wire that I use with the camera is so short that the microphone would be too far away. So it's a no-win situation on microphones at the moment. I need to get something that's USB, really. One day. Promise I was going to buy Lego instead. It's 1x3. Can check. Number 1. Oh, hang on. No, this is the number plate. And then we're going to have multiple other number plates by the looks of it. Right, stickering up. Does anybody else look at like stickers you did as a kid and just hate yourself? I've got like, so if you've watched, like, one of my first ever builds I did on the channel was the Sheriff's Office, which is a set I had back in the 90s. I think I got it for like my 10th birthday or something, maybe Christmas. I got a lot of Wild West stuff one year. I assume my mum must have been feeling rich. Anyway, the point being, I put these stickers on this incredible set. It had window stickers to do, and I probably thought I did them amazingly, or I was probably just very excited to build the whole thing. Anyway, looking back 20 whatever years later, probably nearly 30 years, Jesus, I didn't do such a good job. They're really wonky. Like, one of them's like almost diagonal. Like, how did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did my mother let me do that? Or did she do it? 100% that is for the oil slick or whatever to come out. But also, we're about to cover it up. Right, sticker number 9. 99999. God. Another horrible one. I wonder if in 10 years' time I'll look back at the stickers I've done here and be like, ugh, they're terrible. Or I wonder if in 2 seconds' time I'll look at the stickers I've done here and go, I've just put that on upside down. That was lucky. That came off really quickly and easily. hope that holds now. I had to peel it back off very quickly. Not what you want to be doing. Oh, that's cool. So, bricks are going to get placed. I'm going to do this strategically. I don't know if that's oil or if that's just them having some fun. In my mind, that looks like... Then again, I'm sure... Oh, it's been such a long time since I've seen like the classic James Bonds. I've seen the Daniel Craig versions, but it's been a while since I've seen like the Roger Moores or anything like that. That might just be an interesting way of building sideways. I'm not sure. For some reason in my head I'm expecting gadgets in this car, but it is a very small car. Maybe I'm expecting a bit too much here. It's like, where's the ejector seat? Where's the machine guns? That's the important part. Now, is this a special piece just for this car? We've got amber lights. So indicators, brake lights and reverse light. That seems pretty British and pretty close to what we have here. There we go. That back piece is now built. Finally. It's really weird because I've got two screens here. One's HDR, big curved screen, very bright, and one's my standard monitor. And I've got the preview on one and the actual photo on the other, and it looks so much better on the rubbish. Not HDR. It is HDR, but it's not a full HDR monitor. Sort of thing. Hard to explain. Anyway, let's turn this beast around. Now, I'm just doing this because I haven't actually done any movements today, so I thought I would. So what I'm doing here is an ease in, ease out, which just means I'm start very slowly, small movements, then I move on to much bigger movements as it actually spins round. And then I'm going to go once again back down to small movements. As we come into stop. Stopping will be here any second. I'm just trying to get to what I think is the perfect position, which I'm going to go with there. One more photo, and then we're going to put more of these panels in for the sides. and we're at 325 photos, which is about 25 seconds roughly. Here's some underneath stuff. Interesting. I might actually do that because seeing I'm doing angle changes on this one might actually work quite well. Has this car seriously got back seats? Just going to check if everything is underneath the next little bit. There's the exhaust. That's funny. Okay, no. We're going to do the steering wheel as well then. So steering wheel is on the correct side of the car because it's obviously a British car. Right, so let's do our upside down bit. And then I think I'm going to leave it there for tonight. And I'll build the rest tomorrow. But I might give you a quick preview of what stop motion looks like being made. We'll see. It's quite... I don't want to overwhelm myself, basically. I've been doing a hell of a lot of... I don't know. I'm just not being able to get back into animation recently. Is it all at the front end? Just looking to see what's on the instructions. Yep, it's all here. So we're gonna butcher this now. just realised the music's still going. It's not, is it? This is why. Huh. Interesting. For whatever reason, the music I normally stream with doesn't want to play. Well, it should be playing now. There we go. See if it starts or not, anyway. Right. Next. Oh, interesting. So these ones have got, I'm going to do this off camera. They've just got little corners there. And then it's going to go onto here. I want to get some animation ideas for this as well, because I want to obviously use this car. What are we doing now? Yeah, so I want to do, like, within this video, some little animations, like James Bond doing James Bondy stuff, essentially. Not quite sure what yet. I mean, I really thought I'd love to have them doing sort of opening shooting. Oh my god. I also wonder if what the copyright on the music for James Bond is and whether they allow you to use it or not. The only problem is then you get the adverts. Yeah, I really need to get on with some editing. I might do some little bit of editing after this. So I'm quiet, so I'm just sort of, I can see the end end of the set of the bag build, and I just want to get there tonight. I'm definitely very out of practice for doing these stop missions. Oh, that's quite cool. It's a little like smooth bottomed pieces. I don't know what else to call them right now. They're just holding us in the exact right place. I'm sure as you can see the blue top in this. Oh well. Not all secrets are secret, I guess, in stop motion. I keep coughing, don't I? Just noticed because I can hear myself in the video. How long me? An hour and a half? Yeah, I think that's more than enough for tonight. I could have built this set obviously a lot quicker. But how many? 49. We've done 45 pages. We've got 90. No, I'm gonna certainly. Oh yeah. So we do get replacement things. We do get wheels. There are some cool canopy pieces in here. We've got an engine piece to do. Shame, if that was right now I could do that, but that's on the other side of the set. Bonnet to build. What's this? Center console? Oh no, it's the engine. Interesting. Oh, it's the air intake. I see. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll actually finish this one up tomorrow because I haven't got the energy tonight. But it's been a good start back to me doing something with my Lego builds. What I'll very quickly do is actually show you how I put these in and what we've done tonight looks like. So give me a moment and you can see the first 390 pictures of the DB5. Just waiting for DaVinci Resolve to load. You know what? No technical issues tonight other than that microphone, which is a bit annoying, being a bit rubbish, but the software didn't crash, the camera didn't crash, the GoPros worked. That is probably the best for a stream I've ever had. It's not technically the right project. Right, let's get this up for you all. Just going to move that one across. I've lost it. Ooh, what did I do last time? That's our ultra wide DaVinci Resolve. Here we go. Right. So you can see my pretty face and do this. So I've imported these photos. I've dropped them in here. The preview window is a different thing. I've actually wanted to do a Thomas the Tank Engine for ages. I've got on Rebrickable, I think I found one. Because I've got the Christmas train and I wanted to do it for my daughters when they were, well, they're still young enough. But yeah, I would love to do a Thomas the Tank Engine. Maybe I will. There is a good one on Rebrickable. Right. Here we go. It's a quick preview of what I've just made. That's full screen. No, that's not going to work. Sorry, I'm sort of messing here with my screens. It doesn't work very well because I've got a big screen. There we go. So we'll put in the minifigure animation in there as well. There's that slight when the car kept moving there, that was really annoying. And there we go. That is literally all we've made. It's 32 seconds and 14 frames long. Maybe one day Thomas the Tank, I will make a Thomas the Tank Engine. Today I've built a little bit of James Bond. I'm going to move on to bag 2 tomorrow. I'm not doing it tonight, it's too late. I've got busy things tomorrow on in the morning. So I'm going to show you just before I finish. So this is some of the stuff I have been working on recently when I've had a spare few moments. These are just little walls. Oh, one of my daughters has put a snowflake in the middle of it all. I can't get them off. But the idea is, you can't see those because I haven't got the GoPro on. I'm even facing the wrong camera. I'll show you to this camera. So this is the recent things, little walls and bits for my animations. I can't get the middle one out. There we go. Which are all going to be used in some castle themed animations. That bit's just fell off. Doesn't matter. They're meant to be quick and easy to put together, take apart. But that's sort of what's happening at the moment when I haven't been showing anything. And seeming there's a few watching, I'll give a very, very, very quick preview of that other build that I just had up. Where's it gone? Maybe it's coming back. I'm not sure. Here we go. There's no sound on this yet, but this is the last build I did. Not streamed. And it's quite high quality, so it's taking a lot of memory of the computer, which has got lots and lots of memory. Ugh. You ain't gonna get a good view of it. But there we go. I've built a Heroica set. I've made it hopefully interesting. That will be coming to the channel in the next couple of weeks, hopefully before December when I start my Christmas builds. We'll see, and I've got lots of other builds to go, so I'm just trying to get my whole back building. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. There will be more content coming soon. I know it's been a bit of a while, but there is stuff coming, and as you can see, I'm live streaming now, and I'm building. Even if it's a tiny set, I'm back on the building. So, hope to see you all again soon. Thank you so much for watching, and look out for more to come from the channel. See you soon. Bye.